Ooh. Hello, viewer. Sorry for the stopping and starting. Having a little issues with my video display, but I suppose this is alright since you guys can at least see it now. But today we're going to start on a mod pack that I have created myself. This mod pack I like to call Galactic Discoveries. Now I have spent a lot of time putting in the quests and putting the pack together as of past 13 hours to be precise. So let's go ahead and load in and see what we get here. Now, just a standard tech pack. It's a little bit of magic. It's got some blood magic in it, Thaumcraft, it's all the extra added stuff to it. I do have EnderIO as well as thermal expansion and all of its extra add-ons. But the main priority of this pack will be Galacticraft. Alright, seems I floated in next to a tree. Alright, so get all that out of the way. And QM. There we go.
You find yourself in a vast land of beauty. It is filled with wondrous things. Rich landscapes, animals, even some hostilities. However, it's not this world you find yourself thinking about. Instead, you are gazing up at the stars, only wondering what it is that is out there. If there is a place you might feel to be more home than where you are now.
What a beautiful introduction. Alright, let's see what we got here. Need crafting stations. Alright, where's some oak woods? Maybe over here? I'm going for oak wood because I designed this pack and it doesn't quite pick up well when you build this stuff out of anything else. I haven't learned that much about HQM just yet. But hopefully, you know, I can learn more and eventually release this pack to the public. If you guys have any comments, concerns, questions, you know, go ahead, feel free to post them in chat. I am watching and paying attention. I wanted this to be interactive. That's why I decided to build my own little quest pack for this. Just so we can all communicate and build a quest pack together and maybe see if you guys want to do something involving stuff like this. There's a lot of things that I've seen for quest packs. All of them are very similar, but not too many of them out there. I like to incorporate the Galacticraft. So maybe we can do something about that. Pattern chest. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna go with flint because I like using flint more. But, you know, bone's pretty good too. I just think flint's a little bit more accessible. It's all about accessibility when you're starting stuff like this, especially in Tinkers. Alright, put that up there. Gonna need basic tools. Awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and get my basic tools. Alright, let's go find the ingredients we need for a smeltery, shall we? Hopefully this doesn't get too boring for you guys. Water that way. Well, this is my first mod pack that I've created myself. I've played many other mod packs. I've been in Minecraft for almost 3 years now. I know all the basics. Know some of the more advanced stuff. A lot about redstone, but if it wasn't for the fact that there was tech mods out there and other things like that, I'd probably have a basic house and still be boring for people to watch. But with tech packs, at least, it makes it easier. Don't have to learn too much redstone. Some of the packs kind of noobify it. not needing to make so many redstone circuits and things. But I love tinkers. Had to go with tinkers. I know everybody likes doing forestry, but I've never really used it much, and the few times I have used forestry, it's only been for a little bit of things. Haven't quite done anything special with it, so I didn't include it in this mod pack. And I don't really use the bees very much either. I find the progression to be a little too long, even for automation. So I didn't include that one. If any of you guys would like to see bees installed, I can do the magic bees mod. I can do forestry if you guys would rather do that. Get all the different types of wood for building. But for now, it's just the basic tech that everybody has in their packs. I've got basic magic, Thaumcraft, and blood magic, my two favorite types. I have played with a few other mod packs out there. Had other magics in it. They were pretty decent. I liked some of them, but they didn't quite have much of a long-lasting effect on me. And some of it just seemed like it was more of a little bit resource heavy. But I don't know. I might experiment with some of the magic stuff later. Never really know what there is out there unless you really look. I just know what's in mod packs, so I know a lot of the standard items you'll find in a mod pack. Something you see in every single mod pack I'll have in my collection. One of the recent ones I actually played with, I was very excited about, was Galacticraft. I just recently learned about that one, and when I played with the mod pack that had that installed, it was really good. Although I was not happy with it for the simple fact I kind of got stuck in a really long grind. Even at the beginning, as soon as I learned my first magics. And it took a little while to actually go ahead and get the magic levels built up. So, wasn't really excited about that, being stuck somewhere. But there is a couple of configs, I believe, that can change it, make it a little bit better. So hopefully we can do that in the future. Get the Galacticraft going. It's a really nice mod. It's a magic-based mod similar to the power armor. Basically, instead of creating an armor suit that does things, you install modules into yourself. And then you have a computer system that upgrades those modules and have you learn magic on that basis. So if that's something you guys would like to see, I can go ahead and add it later in the pack. But as of now, the pack is just a few tech, and it's got a little bit of magic. Magic's mostly for fun, but I figured it would be nice to have some magic, you know, especially the Thaumcraft and the blood magic, because they add all new armors, weaponry, and everything else. That gives us an advantage when we're going up against the bosses that we'll find on the other planets. But I didn't want to go all crazy and start making the mod pack really heavy. I'm not getting too good of an FPS as far as other YouTubers are concerned, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm getting pretty decent FPS for me since I'm actually recording and live streaming at the same time. Getting around 18 to 30. It's pretty good actually for me. It's like the high end right there. Alright. I just need some cobblestone. Let's do this. I don't know if you guys would classify it as cheating, but I generally like to use NEI and then enable the utilities mode and activate the little magnet feature instead of building the electromagnet, because it does take a little while to get to. I gotta collect sand and get some iron, make silicone, and then start crafting up the electrical steel. So can be a bit difficult. I'm gonna die. Yep. Totally was not paying attention. I tend to do that when I'm swimming. Generally don't think about it. Oh, I didn't die too far away from where we spawn at, so it's not a big deal, but at least we got some of our hunger. Don't remember if I have the mods set up so that way I keep hunger, or if I get set to a standard point. Alright. We'll find out at some point. For now, I need to get this smeltery going. And I'm gonna drown again. Alright, it looks like I have enough actually to make the smeltery parts that I need. I don't need the part builder, it's crafting station. Alright, first I need to craft me a furnace. And I can go ahead and do this. Oh, yep, I heard you, zombie. You leave me alone. Did I get any seeds? No. Nope, no seeds. I really need to get some seeds here soon. Okay. Oh, yep. Now I need to get to the furnace. Should be a cave around here somewhere. Kinda put myself up in there. And maybe some of this will come in handy. Put it on my axe or my shovel maybe. Flint's pretty abundant considering how much gravel is around Minecraft usually, but you know, it couldn't hurt to still go ahead and put the moss ball on it. And I think there's a cave over there. Let's check the map. I think it was like right around here. Or was it this one? Could be that one. Maybe here. And once we get this coal over here finished making, alright, let's head on over to the cave and barricade myself inside really quick. Ow. Nope, still no seeds. There we go. Found some seeds. Yes. Yeah, there's a pretty good cave right there. I kind of discovered this area and actually mined out all of this area already on my test world, so I already know what I'm going to find. Most people don't like doing this either, but it's nighttime and I just want to get over this. I'm gonna leave it up to you, the viewers, to determine whether I can use the teleport feature of my mini-map or not. Usually in my single-player world, where nobody's watching me, I kind of use that feature a lot. But there are a few YouTubers that don't like using it, and usually refrain from using it. Just gonna leave that up to you guys. I mean, you know, you are my target audience, so if you don't like it, I won't do it. Let's go ahead and put that in there. I did set this pack up to be very generous and kind of actually provide the right amount of materials when it comes to crafting, like as you guys saw when I made all of these. I already had 28 of these blank patterns as well as the wide guard pattern, so it gives you one for everything you can craft here and then the one you can't. So you pretty much get all the patterns right then and there. Don't really have to worry about finding the wide guard. I personally just build a rather basic sword, but maybe you're kind of different and you actually want to use the wide guard pattern to make whatever sword that makes. And I don't really know. But decided to provide it in a mod pack. Let's just make a little barrier here. And go ahead and cut this one out. I'm really horrible right now. Having a ton of issues. Go ahead and put that up there really quick. Let's make some sticks. Let's light this place up. And go gather some wood. I don't know. Hopefully, once I get smeltery going, we can start progressing onto the more advanced stuff of the mod pack. I do have fast leaf decay installed, so that way they don't linger up there, and you can get your little saplings much faster. Because I know that can be a little annoying sometimes. I usually don't care. Half the time I'm collecting it and then running, so it just leaves them behind somewhere in the world until they eventually despawn. Oh, what am I doing? Putting the doors away. I just made those so I can put them up. Still have 1 sand. And we need the other piece of grout. I'm gonna try to keep it as bright as I can for you guys, especially when I'm caving. I generally don't light it up too much, but hopefully I can keep it enough. And I'll be able to collect that tin here soon. The coal is mainly what I'm after. There's a little bit of iron back there. That's pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead and repair my shovel really quick. That way it's all nice and fresh. Now, there is something I've noticed in the config file conflicts. For some reason, when I put copper, tin, or bronze in the smeltery, it will create the blocks, but the blocks will not turn into anything. They can only be used in the pulverizer, the sag mill, and that's pretty much about it. They can only be turned into their pulverized and crushed counterparts. They don't have the ingot recipe for some reason, but it's only tin, copper, and bronze. Haven't quite figured out which one it is yet. Those items are involved in thermal expansion. I believe EnderIO has them as a base on its own, and even Tinker's Construct. But when I check the configs for all of those files, it doesn't have anything about disabling the crafting recipe. And when I first created the mod pack and started making the quest book, I was able to turn them back and forth no problem. But then somewhere they eventually got blocked off and disabled. So for at least the tin, copper, and bronze, if you use the smeltery, you're going to go ahead and just put it into the ingot cast. I'm going to be collecting quite a bit of copper mainly, but there will be a lot of tin as well. So I'm going to try to avoid using that and get straight into the alloy and sag mill as soon as possible, just so I can process them there. And at least if I use the sag mill from EnderIO, I can at least turn the copper into at least 2 copper, as well as some gold, and I think the tin will provide iron, and if I throw the iron in there, it's going to go ahead and give me some ferrous and some more tin that way. So I can kind of double and a half my ores, you know, do a little bit less mining for those basic resources. But, you know, hopefully it's going to be a not too long of a journey. And 2 stacks here is just enough to make I guess a 3x3 smeltery with 3 bricks on the back. And you still get both the casting basin and the casting table. That's why I got them listed here. You got 2 drains, 2 faucets, both of those, and 17 bricks, so that way you'll have just enough to make a 1-tier 3x3 smeltery. And it does give you the ingot cast, and at the bottom here you can pick one. You get the sword blade, axe head, shovel head, or the pickaxe head. Now you've got flint axe and shovels, so you're not probably going to upgrade these anytime soon unless you really want to. But it's not a necessity. You've got renewable resources, and the mining speeds on it's only slightly faster than your hand, but you can at least get skill points on them and level them up, and they'll most likely get haste right away. So even with the flint, it'll still be pretty much upgraded here soon. You're not going to really be stuck with them for too long at dealing with stupid speeds and things like that. And the pickaxe head, you've already got iron, and it's going to go ahead and get upgraded to tin, so pretty much at that point the only thing you're really missing out on is the redstone. And anything beyond that, like obsidian or diamonds. But there's only one more upgrade needed, and that one will get us the redstone equivalency. And it'll also upgrade into ardite, which will be the alumite pickaxe head. So this will pretty much be upgraded to the ardite, and then from there you're just going to go ahead and get yourself one piece of ardite, turn it into a pickaxe head, and then go get yourself some cobalt. And then once you get the cobalt, if you feel like it, you can upgrade to the manulin, and you'll have pretty much the strongest pickaxe. So it's only going to be the alumite, ardite, and then the manulin, because with the ardite you'll get a boost on that and it'll be cobalt level. So you're only going to have 3 upgrades counting the manulin, and you'll be maxed out. And it only requires a half stack of tin, copper, iron, and aluminum. So you'll get that pretty quickly here, especially in this area and the cave I chose. There's a lot of copper, quite a bit of iron, and some decent amount of tin. The aluminum's going to be a little bit scarce for now. I'm currently going with the origin of Galacticraft, so the aluminum doesn't spawn until after you reach, I think it was Y level 36, versus the Tinker's Construct, which spawns it at around 60 or so. So normally with Tinker's Construct you'd be running into it all over the place here. But I had to disable the ore spawns for Tinker's Construct, because we do have thermal foundation installed, so it adds pretty much everything that Tinker's Construct adds, and a few extras. But I was running into a ton of it, and it was all piling up in my chest, waiting to be processed and smelted for later. It's, lava is pretty scarce right now. Unless we go out into the overworld and find some somewhere, we're going to have to dig down to possibly get a lava pit, just to get enough lava to actually mass produce a few stacks of ores. And with that being said, I decided to basically just cut out the Tinker's Construct ore generation. I did not up the ore generation of thermal foundation, which is why this is mostly barren, not too much scattered everywhere. But also with the Galacticraft installed, it does have its own origin for aluminum and tin and copper, and those were just filling up the entire world in my first test play, so I had to add a mod to help me configure the ore generations. It's mostly disabled in Tinker's Construct itself, but I am using any ore bites the dust to help me out with the ore configurations and for crafting recipes, so that way I can stick to a single ingot no matter which I use, the smeltery or the furnace or even the alloy smelter. Kind of unifies the ore dictionary into a single ore, making it a lot easier. But I just figured it would be best to do something like that, especially with a mod pack and I don't know how many people are a little OCD about things like I am, but I generally don't like to have the ores, and installing one of the mods that makes basically like a crafting table, but you just pipe stuff into it and you select which ore you want it to be turned into and have it piped out, just to create an ore dictionary converter that way. I just decided to do it with any ore bites the dust. Let's see, what am I missing? Alright, I have everything, I just need the bricks. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and save that. Just that way I can put in some more logs in a little bit. Alright, let's get this out of the way. I'm gonna put the smeltery like right in here. Yeah, I think right in here should be good. Man, mining. So tedious. Nope, need to get the bottom going. On most of my Let's Plays, I always make pretty much a 3 tall at first, but I don't think I'm going to really do that for this one. Not only am I having basically block issues with copper, tin, and bronze, but I'm also kind of running into a little bit of an issue. This whole lava thing, and since I'm trying to prioritize going out into space, I don't really want to get a bunch of lava, considering I'm going to have a bunch of tesseracts running around for all kinds of reasons, pumping out all sorts of things. I think on this side I'll put that one down. On this side I'll put this one down. I think this is going to be a very fun mod pack, though. I built it for myself, but kind of put in quests anyways, only for the simple fact is it kind of helps me build this mod pack to distribute for others, to give them a goal, give them an idea of where they should go. Thermal expansion, thermal foundation, EnderIO, even ME systems. They all have their own sort of power generation, so it's something I kind of wanted to alleviate, and instead of everybody just kind of building their own power system that they're used to or comfortable with, and instead I would kind of guide you. Created a little mod pack that basically states you should build this power system. And at the start, it's not a very good power system. There are a few things that are better, but nope, I died. Guess I'm gonna have to take that hit. There's even reputations, and there are moonmen and hostile. The moonmen you can start earning reputation for once we reach the moon. There are requests for it as far as the reputations go at curious, friendly, and welcomed. A little bit of lore with it as well. And same thing with the hostile. Most of the hostile you'll find down here in Arena. I mean, as you can see, we got Killing Spree, which will unlock some more here. And these will be the reputation quests for the rewards. They are title scrolls, so that way you can get different titles to wear. And the Killing Sprees, the standard, kill quest, 10 zombies, 10 skeletons, 10 spiders. And this one can be repeated after 12 hours after 12 Minecraft hours. And it'll eventually unlock more killing quests here. You'll have basically the Ender Dragon and the Wither boss, and even Wither zombie or the Wither skeletons, in case you have issues getting the Wither skulls to create, a Wither farm of some kind if you want to get a bunch of Ender Pearl or Nether stars. I can't speak today. I've been awake for at least 16 hours getting this mod pack ready for you guys, getting my computer set up and prepared for all of this streaming. But if you kill 3 of the Wither skeletons, you get 1 skull as a return. It is repeatable. I believe I did another 12-hour cooldown on this one as well, and a 1-day cooldown on the Wither skeleton, on the Wither boss at least. But and there, the Wither boss will provide you with 1 of the Nether stars every time you kill it for the repeatable quest, just in case you get a little frustrated. And in my personal experience, I've actually killed 3 in a row and still didn't get a Nether star, and I only wanted 1 Nether star to continue what I was doing. So I just put in a quest here to help out with the Nether star generation. Even if it does drop, now you have 2, so you have twice as much fun. And these quests are for the Galacticraft. These are the different bosses. Now, this is for the asteroid miner. I do not know how to acquire this, so I did not set a goal in mind to get the pattern for this yet. I don't know how to even acquire the pattern standard. So, maybe you all can tell me down in the comments or suggest it at some point, along this live stream event, and we'll go ahead and get that put into the book so we can eventually get the Astro Miner. Now there's this task here. It is not an automatic task, you must claim it yourself. It is a negative reputation, and I know claiming a negative reputation might not be fun, especially considering you can get title rewards. But eventually I will have this figured out and fixed, so that way the negative reputation will automatically happen the moment you die, and then reset again. So, kind of wanted to make it a little bit exciting and a little bit difficult to reach the champion at 75 points. I mean, we're only losing 1 per death, so it's not that bad. And I think we actually, and it's a hostile +1 for killing these guys here, so you actually have a better chance of early game going -5 to even 10, I guess, depending on the player, before recouping after getting some armor and some decent weapons. But for now, let's try to finish up this. And alright, so it is morning. Go ahead and put down all my seeds. Get my little farm going. Collect some more wood to make a little bit more charcoal. Hopefully the one person watching isn't bored out of their mind. The beginning is always the hardest on a mod pack, but eventually later on we won't be doing so much mining. We'll have an automated mining system, and we'll be able to go ahead and actually focus on content, exploring the planets and going out there and, killing things and having epic battles. But for now, this is our life. Well, I do have some jerky. Well, I could make jerky at least. There we go. Yep, totally not protected here at all. Alright, let's go over here and see if I can pull a little bit more coal out of this side. Sorry if it's a little dark for you guys. I can always turn up my gamma for you, but I don't know if it'll be too bright once I leave the cave, so for right now, while I'm gathering this coal, I'm just gonna have to deal with the little darkness that I got going on here. I know that's always an issue for most YouTubers. When they're cave diving, they don't always have torches. Especially at the beginning, they're trying to find coal and the caves are dark. They can't light it up for you guys to see what they see, and they talk about all the ores they run into and how pretty everything looks down there, but all you can see is just a black screen. Yep. I figured I turned up the gamma a little bit already when I first started the recording. Hopefully allowing the fix to take place, but I guess it wasn't good enough. Looking over at my live stream, I kind of noticed that the screen actually was pretty damn dark. Now, I kind of want to save the coal, only for the simple fact some recipes require pulverized coal, but not charcoal. And I don't know if any ore bites the dust fixes that conflict. But I figured either way, I had to go ahead and set that up, just so that we have a few pieces of coal to spare. Soon we're gonna have so much coal, we won't even know what to do with it. Go ahead and actually take that one off, stick it here on the front. I have a little bit of an organizing issue, kind of OCD, I guess. I like things being set up a certain way and designed a certain way. Not the prettiest of builders or the fanciest. Most of my houses are generally just oak planks stacked up 3 high, and then either a slab or stairs or a variation of the two, steepled roof, making a standard house, usually with no outcroppings, just kind of flush with the walls. And I might throw in a couple of windows here and there, but half the time I don't. And that's why I decided to go ahead and just, since I'm going to spend a lot of time mining in this cave, clearing it all out, looking for ores, leveling up my pickaxe first. Kind of giving myself time to decide what kind of house I want to build, and giving you guys the option to comment whether you want it out of marble, you want some oak wood, or even spruce, considering we're apparently in a forest biome. Got a bunch of these spruce trees lying around. That needs to hurry up. I'm gonna starve here in a minute. Have any bones? No. Should have planted this stuff sooner. As soon as I got here, I should have carved this area out and threw it down. Let that be a lesson to you guys. Start on food production immediately, even if you have to do a little base camp like this. Before you reach half hunger, you need to put one of those down at least. Preferably 3, because it's only going to produce 1. So, you're going to go ahead and need to get 3 immediately. And for those who are wondering if they can hear it, I do vape, so that'll be the periodic noises you'll be hearing in the background, such as maybe extra wind or airflow and some popping or churning, I guess. Sometimes I have a sub-ohm tank, sometimes I have drips, custom coil builds. Things get a little interesting at my house. I'm always experimenting, trying new things, new mods, new batteries, new battery packs. Not that I'm trying to advertise vaping or anything, but do have quite a bit of mods. Some of my favorite drips have to be the Troll Atomizer, as well as the Mutation series. They've got pretty decent airflow, really tall building decks, so you can actually put in some decent sized coils. But I do have a Plume Veil competition atomizer. Not that it's much of a competition cloud maker. I haven't been able to build a coil on it yet that produces a cloud anywhere near as big as my Mutation or my Troll. And as far as my tanks, I have recently upgraded to the Smock TFV8. I personally adore this tank over the other TFV4 that had previously come out. It is by far a much better upgrade. Actually, I should... Oh, no, it's a crafting task. Alright, so it did detect all of them as I crafted them. Most of the time I see stuff like this in the mod packs, it's always a detection task, so like if you're not holding the full 17 in your hand, it doesn't count. I'm gonna go ahead and just get the pickaxe head, actually. No, sword blade. Sword blade's gonna be very useful. I'm not gonna use it yet, though. But I'll at least select it. Let's see if I can get this smeltery finished up. Yeah, for some reason it always detects 3 extra of these seared bricks when I'm crafting, like the first set. Like even if I do 1 at a time, it detects 3 on the first craft for some reason. But I don't know, I don't think it's much of an issue. I mean, either way you're left with excess bricks to begin with, so even if I decide to change it, so that way you're left with exactly 17 bricks, but it's counting those 17 as more in the quest book, but still completed, it's not going to really matter much. You need at least 17 to go ahead and craft this anyway. So even if I don't fix it, you're still going to need to craft these extra 3 just to make it work. And then you can do whatever you want with the other bricks. I mean, it's 12 extra bricks, so you can easily go ahead and do another faucet and casting basin. Which is why I have this corner set up like this. So this way I can go ahead and do another faucet there. Alright, let's go ahead and get a lava bucket. So that way I can get started on some production. Alright, copper and the iron. It's definitely going to be needed. Put those in there for now. Oh, yes. Before I starve to death. I need to get some more food soon, but hopefully that'll be finished growing before I'm hungry again. We're nearing that 1 hour marker now. So, about halfway through this episode. Hopefully I can get my alumite pickaxe head before the episode's over. Wanted to do a 2-hour special. And let's go ahead and do another one of these. Not that it actually helps, considering most of the early starters are going to have to go over here anyway. Let's find out what we can do. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a double chest. Make life a little bit easier. And still can't get to 10. Probably have a lot to go. Yeah, 184 out of 350. We'll have almost 3 stacks of copper and iron ingots before I even get to 10 collected. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and enable the utility mode. Let's get that going. And I know you guys saw the config up there for creative mode. I do have it enabled so I can select it, but I'm primarily going to use that only if I have to spawn something in because of a config failure again. So, just in case. It is there, but I promise you we are not going to be needing it. Look at all this iron. Now, I didn't really change the ore size of anything. I only modified the ore frequency of, I think, aluminum to be about 0.4 more spawns. But I will be using this delete mode a lot because I'll be picking up the limestone and picking up on the all the pieces of andesite and diorite and granite. I don't really like any of those. I mean, the diorite's not too bad, but I still can't see myself using it because I can't picture where it would look decent, whether it be like a floor of a factory or even just as a sidewalk for outside, you know, out in my garden and things. Even if I'm not the prettiest of builders, I still do try to allocate enough area to make some aesthetics, such as a little garden or a pond. And I'm not going to be starting Thaumcraft anytime soon, since we're going to need to find some sugar cane. But I will still be collecting the amber and all of the crystals. Okay, my magnet is turned on. Thought I was having some issues and magnet wasn't working. But I just didn't give it enough time, that's all. It does have about a 2-second delay. It's actually possible your item will fall into lava and burn before the magnet activates and pulls it towards you. But if it's within a block or two of your position, I find at least 4 out of 5 you're going to go ahead and pick up the block. Oh yeah, there's a little spawner here. Just the other reason why I picked this location. I know EnderIO is installed, so I can pick this up, but I'm just going to go ahead and light it up really quick. So that way we can make a little mob grinder here. Just because, you know, who doesn't love the good old-fashioned mob grinder out of a Minecraft spawner? Going old school vanilla style. Alright, there are a lot of these vanilla bushes, or well, oreberry bushes. I thought about disabling them since I don't ever really use them. If there was a config that allowed me to actually set it up so I can use them as nuggets without needing to smelt them, I would totally use them. But that doesn't happen, so I'm just going to go ahead and ignore the bushes, but they will be left in the config file. I might actually collect the essence berry bushes at least. Go ahead and get a bunch of XP. Might automate the farming of those as well as turning into liquid XP itself. Not too sure how I'm going to do that exactly, but you know, who knows. Oh, I got mining level up. So now I can do tin. Yep, it's ended over here. This is a very vast cave system. So there will be a decent area filled with a bunch of stuff. Now we're not really going to be going ahead and collecting every ore we find, but considering we do need at least, you know, a half of everything, figured get as much as I can. Just spend a little bit of time collecting here in the starter area. Once I collect a few, and I'll push onward and get deep down into the other side. Alright, let's drop off some ores. Got some iron. I know I collected some copper. Oh, there it is. That's where my food's supposed to go. Alright, another chest here. Go ahead and throw it on that side of the door. Go ahead and grab all my blocks that I don't need in here. I'll grab the coal as well. Get all of that. Don't need the trees in there with a nether wart, greater power, ender lily seeds. Oh, I'll move the Matic, some of my books, this soul chunk claimer. Not really sure how that works. See, what else can I do with this? Pretty much nothing. Yeah, I'll move that one too. Put all this stuff over here. Go ahead, leave the stack and a half cobblestone over on this side. Just so that way, if we need cobblestone, I don't need to keep pulling it from the other chest. Now I know making an axe head or a shovel head might not be necessary to upgrade these guys, but I will be replacing them with the lumber axe, excavator, and the hammer at some point. We'll be keeping the pickaxe on me, but using the hammer primarily once I get enough of this stuff going. I'm gonna actually start smelting some of that stuff up now. Lots of extra torches. Just put it down over here. Well, it's 1 hour, 8 minutes into the video. And this is what I'm left with. I do have the 2 iron to make shears. And there's a pig over on the map this way. And there's a couple of sheep next to him. So, let's go ahead and make a bed really quick. Make life much easier on us. Because we are bound to die again. I'm not going to be putting armor on for a little while. I'm the kind of guy who likes to consolidate resources. Even if I have a double chest filled with one single metal. At that point, usually I'm like, alright, I'm going to just build some standard Minecraft armor. Go with at least iron or something. I need... That was MLG right there. Saved the wheat farm. Don't even think I can pull that off if I tried. It was a one and only shot. And you guys were here to witness it. Alright, now that I've got the wood I need to make my bed, let's go back inside and do just that. And a bed. Now that we have a bed, we can sleep. Just gonna place that there. I know it says you can only sleep at night, but hopefully at least sets a spawn point in case I forget to sleep. That happens sometimes. I get a lot of sidetracked in this game. See what kind of goodies we get. Awesome, awesome. Emeralds. Ender pearls. Got the these gold coin thingies, so I can smelt those up into gold nuggets. Oh, night vision potion. maybe that'll help you guys. You know? When I start running deep into the mines, and I forget some torches. So, just go ahead and drop the splash potion of night vision. Give you guys 2 minutes to be able to see what I'm doing. And if you look at the map here, you can see it's a very, very extensive cave system. Quite a few good areas throughout here. It's very maze-like, actually. There's even a ravine over here, I guess. That's what it looks like it could be, at least. You know, maybe it's a cave leading in from the surface. Oh, looks like our food's ready. Just in time. Get some extra food. And we get 1 wheat. Oh look, it spawned a seed. I was thinking about installing Pam's Harvest Craft for everyone as well. I mean, Pam's Harvest Craft's really good at making food and providing extra food and even getting the seeds, just like carrots for breeding your pigs out of just breaking grass. Since at the moment the only thing we get is standard vanilla seeds. Much like that. So, you know, maybe I didn't install that. But it's not something I'm looking forward to at the moment. It's just an idea. Then Pam's Harvest Craft is installed, I always go ahead and try to find me some white mushrooms. Get some white mushroom spores and plant them down for me, and I get the wheat, of course, and then I get soybeans, because that way I don't have to bother finding a cow, so I can get the milk and the making meat out of it. And with the soybeans, I'll make it into soy milk and then process that into cheese, and then use the firm tofu with some toast and turn that into a hamburger and combine it with the cheese to make a cheeseburger. Then going back and combining the little cheeseburger, I believe, with some more firm tofu, so that way I make a bacon cheeseburger. And then finally adding the mushrooms to make a bacon mushroom cheeseburger. It's full, 10 bars of saturation, 10 bars of hunger, with just 1 burger. And it only takes the crafting recipe of basically 1 wheat, because you can pulverize it, turn it into flour, and then turn the flour into bread, and then toast the bread in the furnace. Or you can use, like, you know, a combination of a water with pot to make salt, and combining the salt, water, and then flour crafted from wheat and a mortar and pestle. Make, like, you know, a little ball of dough you can cook up. I personally like the pulverizer method. It's less time consuming, because if you're not collecting salt from the earth, you know, it's a little bit of a pain to go ahead and sit there and bucket the water over and over again, you know, maybe 2-3 buckets at a time, and then turning it into salt. And then making 3 pieces of flour and making 3 dough, and then going back into making more salt. Can be time consuming. Alright, so I do need to go deeper, which means I gotta go this way, I believe. Yes. Alright, and once I get deeper, I need to start collecting up on as much of that iron as I can get. But I also need to collect a bunch of tin. So that'll be the first priority, is the tin. I'm not gonna stop and grab too much of the iron. But a little over a half stack of copper, so that's enough there. I don't need any more than that. Let's get this mining out of the way, you know? Once I finish up with this basic mining and getting my machine processors going, I can get the hard part out of the way. Oh, looks like I reactivated the aluminum from Tinker's. I got kind of irritated. I mined out this entire cave, as you saw on the map, all the way down to like Y40, and had no luck. Didn't have a single piece of aluminum, but I had almost 7 stacks of this copper stuff. So I kind of just reactivated Tinker's. Once they get below 40, it's just going to be an abundance of aluminum now. All from Tinker's and Galacticraft alike. Just popping up everywhere. Oh, that's redstone. Let's go up here maybe? Does this have tin? No, but it does have iron. Alright, that's 19. I can go for a little bit more. Now, sometimes I gotta worry about you guys and whether you can see or not. I'm only mining and collecting some iron, but, you know, still something you guys might want to see. Especially you, that one viewer I've had almost this entire video. Don't know who you are, you've been quiet this whole time. You can go ahead and say anything you want. I am listening. Oh. At least watching. Yeah, can't really listen if there's no mic set up for you. That would be cool though. Having a voice server open during the middle of playing Minecraft. Other YouTubers do it, but generally they do it with the other people in their game with them. And I think having a Skype call set up with 500 viewers might be a little much. I think live streaming as well as recording and 500 people connecting to your computer might not only kill your bandwidth, but eventually your computer. And considering I'm only at about 12 to 20 FPS in Minecraft right now, pushing it to that extreme is probably not the greatest move. But I do appreciate you guys coming to see my videos, and would love to get some extra feedback from you. Don't need to wait until the video is posted later on. Just go ahead and comment it right here in the live stream. I'll be sure to respond in the appropriate manner. Say, you know, a few words. Give you a shout out if you want. I mean, you're the only one watching, but this video will be posted up later on, so a shout out isn't just for the sole viewer at the moment. Shout out will be for your name for all future viewers to see. I only have one now, eventually there will be more. This is kind of an ad campaign, really. I have set up so that way I can get more people inspired and involved in my channel. I'm not too sure if I can classify this getting one viewer almost immediately after starting as a success, but I do appreciate the support. We all had to start somewhere. Alright, I'm just gonna jump up here. Yeah, there's iron. I'm not gonna jump into the ravine just yet. That one that's right over there. That's the deepest part. That's gonna be where I get most of my better ores, besides just iron and copper. Oh, that was almost a fail. Nearly died. At least cost myself some life. One of the two. I think eventually, depending on how many fails I get in this video alone, I might just do a teaser, recap of just the fails. My life is very precious, and over here just wasting it, letting spiders hit me in the face. Now, when I do release the mod pack to the public, I will have a custom map installed. It'll be on this same world that I'm in now, so you'll have the same seed, meaning you'll get all the same spawns and the same area I have. But I'm going to be setting it up so that way there'll be a starter house pre-built. And with the starter house pre-built, it's going to be set up in a way that you kind of, based on my video, can see that it's just going to be like, okay, well, this is where obviously the alloy smelter and pulverizer and things go. But it's also going to have a little bit of customization set up. Yay, some of my first quartz. Customizations are going to be a little bit minor, but it's going to be somewhat decorative at the same time. I'm going to use a lot of the chisel blocks, and I'm going to go ahead and try to get you guys a really nice, easy setup. It's not too complicated. Large enough for all the basic machines. Still enough that you can set up your own living arrangements. I'm just going to give you a basic starter house, basically, but set up with aesthetics in mind and putting down your machines. So you got a really fast-paced start. Gonna leave that up there. That's some aluminum. Aluminum. I don't know. Aluminum will be very useful, especially coming up soon, making the hammer and all the excavator parts. I hear a spider. I don't see the spider. It's probably above me or maybe even below me in a chasm somewhere. Alright, now I'm gonna go down this way. This way is kind of long, but it does end a little bit after a little while. It's not perfect. Yep. It's obsidian, it's copper. By the way, I know that's not obsidian, but that's the harvest level. So by telling myself it's obsidian or redstone, I kind of make a mental note of its location, and then I come back for it later. Oh, look, the emerald upgrade. Sweet. Yep, now we're hitting the Galacticraft at Y37. So, yeah, around 37, the Galacticraft stuff will spawn in. See if I can get my shovel to upgrade. Get this a little bit faster. Don't really need all of this gravel, but there's some ores behind it. And there's enough here that I can repair my shovel as many times as needed and try working on getting that upgrade for it. Yep, there we go. +1 repair. Now my shovel is auto repair. Not that I really care. It was an inventory filled up with flint. Just put a torch down for you guys. I'm sure it was starting to get a little dark in that corner. Now, I'm not going to be digging up, but I will clear whatever touches the ground that I can jump to or walk on. Which includes down here. And over here. Now, I know I could use the torch method. Break the bottom one and stick a torch under it if the pile is a little too tall. But, you know, just gonna go ahead and use the shovel up a little bit. And look at that, I've got over a stack of iron now. Should be set for iron. All of these directions have been traveled in. I'm not going to bother going up there because it's only a little pocket and it's just some coal. So I'm going to ignore that direction. I've already gone there. I've already gone down that way. Which pretty much means I just need to come down this way. With some more aluminum. Hope that one's obsidian. I'm just gonna go around from the other side. Yeah, we do have big reactors installed as well. So, see the yellow right here. Look at all that It's not very much aluminum, but it's enough. Just a little bit more tin since it's right here. Some silver and lead as well. You guys can't really see it, but there's just a few pieces. Trying to see if I can get a little bit more aluminum. And some shadow ore. Nowhere near using that stuff. In fact, I'm not even really sure what to do with it, other than make shadow steel or shadow metal or whatever it's called. Some more silver. I can hear some oil. For those that don't really know, the oil in Galacticraft will bubble much like lava. So it's a little bit easier to detect in that manner, but it's not always an accurate reading. Especially considering, you might actually be near lava when you discover it. I do know that the lava pool is much farther down in this area. I didn't run into any clearing any of the ores. And one of the oil pools on basically the southwest side, it's a little tiny one, but going to the northwest side of my current position, or almost directly below from there, going down that way and circling around, right around there's a lava pool, but that's the closest to lava I came when it came to actually exploring the areas. I'm nearly done here, just wanted a little bit more aluminum. I've got 16, which translates to 32, so should be enough to complete that quest. But plenty enough iron and tin, as well as even copper. So if we go back home now, sorry, heard a spider. Just gonna go ahead and staircase up. I did not bring my sticks, so making some extra torches isn't a possibility right now. And since I will soon be at the top, using the splash potion of 2 minutes might be a little bit of a waste for some of you. Yep, see, came out right at the top. That was actually a perfect turn too. If I had turned one block shorter, I would have ended up, needing to come out a little bit farther. Oh look, cave pig. Yep, saw that coming. Should have been paying attention a little bit further. I'm coming right up on on this point too. I'll be right outside in a second, but I don't have any food. I don't even have regular rotting flesh to eat. I actually can't do anything with the shadow ore, so I'm going to go ahead and put that up here. Just the one piece of wheat. Can I eat nether wart? No. I have nothing to eat. I don't know why I'm not starving to death right now, but I'm not. So let's just hope I don't get shot by a skeleton. I'm gonna leave the sheep alone. It doesn't seem to be... Well, I lied. I just looked at the map. There's actually quite a few sheep. However, there are a bunch of pigs. And pigs serve no purpose other than meat. Gonna eat it raw. Just because I don't want to starve to death. I'm on 1/2 heart. Oh. Are all the pigs broken? Nope, you're not. It would appear some of these pigs have entity issues. Alright. Well. Once I gather a little bit more beef, well, more bacon at least, I'm gonna head back and start smelting this stuff up. Nope, nope, there he is. You can't run from me! Give me the bacon. Ah, bacon. You? No? Yes. Yes. More bacon. Bacon! Eventually I'm gonna go ahead and make an anvil and grab a name tag and name one of these piggies. His name will be Bacon. And I will breed him with his brothers to make more bacon. I know a world reset or a world reload will basically fix the pig entity issue. It happens sometimes for me. An entity just registers only halfway, meaning I can see them, but I cannot interact. Yep. That was just perfect. We get all the way back to the house. Didn't hear anything, saw one piece of wheat. Went to go harvest and got jumped by a spider. Freaking perfect. And I'm running straight at a skeleton too. Ooh, that one just barely grazed the back of my head. I heard that arrow fly straight past me. Alright, too many nearby, huh? Can't shoot it? No. Alright, looks like I'm gonna need to grab my mattock. It's not much, but it's better than my fist. Looks like I needed my matic anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and organize my inventory now. And lots of stuff. Site diorite. Just get those deleted. Throw that stuff up there. Alright, well, it is 1 hour and 43 minutes into our recording session here. I'm going to go ahead and call it about 15 minutes. Sorry for the late response, Alpha. I just saw you comment that I shouldn't end that you're here. I know you're enjoying watching, and unfortunately YouTube has this thing where if I'm live streaming, it'll only back up at least 2 hours of the video. Anything after that, it won't back up, and even if it does, it won't allow the video editing software to work. And I'm not too sure how well my live stream recording on my PC is going to do. Last time I had issues where live streaming would actually transmit audio, but it did not record audio. So all I had was just me goofing around for 40 minutes, and you had no clue what was going on and why I was doing half the things I was doing. So I'm gonna have to call it before the 2-hour marker, which is in 15 minutes from now. I will be live streaming every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So anytime you want to get a glimpse of this, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and you'll get further updates. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this cooking of food and make us actual spawn point. If there's anything else you guys would like to see, go ahead and leave them there in the chat. Comment on the video after it's been posted. But, you know, I did a lot of work. I got the aluminum I needed, and the copper. Let's actually throw another piece of copper on there. There we go. That should be another 2 blocks. But that'll be everything that I need to do. There's not much I can really do here in the next 15 minutes. I know, Alpha. Don't worry though. This is just a live stream episode 1. In another 2 days I'll put out episode 2 for you to watch. I just figured live stream the event, get started, basic mining. Who's going to want to watch episode 1 of a guy just running around the mines, episode 2, guy running around the mines. Just figured live stream that. Once I get past this, it'll be a lot better. So don't worry about it. There'll be a lot more games coming out. This isn't the only live stream I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be setting up at least 3 live streams a week. Right now, Mondays is going to be my Galactic Discovery series. And I don't know how long you've been here, how long you've been watching. But this is a mod pack I created all for myself, and because I died again, I'm gonna have to take another reputation loss. But I did all the artwork, all of the custom lore. So, you know, eventually this mod pack will be officialized. It will be up on the Cursed forum. At the moment, I only have authorization from half of the mod pack, mod developers, so can't quite put it out if the main guys who make up the mod pack's main quest line aren't involved. But it is a very nice mod pack. It's got a lot of EnderIO, thermal expansion, thermal foundation. It's got Galacticraft installed in it. Those three are the main points of this entire mod. But it does have the ME systems from Applied Energistics 2. And I do have Blood Magic and Thaumcraft installed as well. So that will be a very fun pack to be playing. I know you don't want me to go alpha, but I have to. It's a 2-hour mark, man. If there's anything you'd like to see me do in the next 13 minutes here on the live stream, I'll go ahead and do it just for you. There's not much I can really do because I'm pretty sure you know Tinkers. It's going to take forever pouring out of this one little faucet, making so many of those. Because for some reason, tin, copper, and bronze doesn't work in this. I have to figure out that conflict. But, if anything, I can go down there and pull up all the torches from my little spawner room and just go mob frenzy until I die again. But you only have to wait 2 days for the next episode, man. So, just rejoice. It's only 2 more days you have to wait before I put out another episode of this. I'll be putting out quite frequently, and for at least the next 3 weeks, there'll be 3 videos of this a week. 1 live stream on Monday. On Wednesday, there'll be another video, and then there'll be a long break. I have to go visit my girlfriend at those times, so it's about a 3-day break after Wednesday, and on Sunday I'll release another video, and then Monday we'll do another live stream again. So it'll be a kind of a weird, non-consistent loop for most YouTubers, but 2 videos and a live stream a week. I think that's pretty much good enough in my book. And there is quite a lot of things to get done. I mean, we do have the factory here. We got big reactors installed, so we're gonna have to get a lot of this going. Get some gelid cryothium. Even make capacitor banks, build tesseracts, and this is just a machine frame, but it does expand on to some of the other basics, the induction smelter, and then you got the other semi-crucial, the glacial precipitator and the aqueous accumulator here, as well as the other EnderIO machines that make up the base of the mod pack, but necessary for everything else. So, not only that, but we got plenty of Galacticraft goodies to go through, and all of this crafting we got to get done. There's a few of them that I'll need your guys' help on. What kind of goals would you like me to set for Mars, and even on the asteroid belt? Would you want me to see if I can collect a certain amount of Desh from Mars and whatever you find on the asteroid belts? I've never actually made it that far, so I don't know what happens there. But I do have the requirements set up here already to make the space station, so that'll be interesting. And we do have all of this fun arena stuff to work on. Plus the ME system, can't forget that. It's It's only the base for now, but eventually I'll automate the ME system and set up automation quests. You know, I'll set up a quest to craft a certain number of interfaces and give a description of where to put them. And I'll even add Thaumcraft and blood magic quest lines as well down here at the bottom, so they'll at least have their own special quest line for that. Welcome to the stream, Princess. Nice to see you commenting on the video. I've got about 8 more minutes left of this live stream, and there's not much I can really do. So, I mean, I'm sorry to say, but I have to get off, and guys will just have to wait until Wednesday for the next video. But, you know, it's only 2 days, and the video will be uploaded and ready to go for you guys. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, you know, whatever you guys need to do. But, you know, tell your friends, let them know about my channel. I'd really appreciate it. I need new people. I need a lot of views coming in. Alright, Alpha, let's get some more mining done. I'm gonna need to make some torches. You guys can see what I'm doing. Alright. But, you know, a lot of things I gotta get done in this. Hopefully, it's not too crazy. If anything you guys would like to see me do or add to the list, go ahead and let me know in the comments. If you guys can think of anything you might want to see added to the series, let me know that as well. On Wednesday I'll be putting up basically just a house building video, so won't be too much mining or resource gathering there. So if you guys want to take that video as the opportunity, go ahead and place all the comments about what you want to see and where I should go. Go ahead and leave them on that video there. If you want to just comment on my page directly, that's fine as well. I need some comments there, you know, populated. It's kind of blank and empty. But I will let you guys know, for those that are still watching, I have about... Oh, it's a fear angry zombie. I have about maybe... I'm gonna say a 10-second delay between me speaking and moving to you guys actually seeing the video. And there's probably even a further delay beyond that. So I'm just gonna have to let you guys know if I don't get to your guys' comments immediately. You know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do what I can, and I'm not sure if there's any way I can speed up that process. Actually make it faster for you guys communicating with me and for you guys to see the video. If I can speed it up and make it almost instantaneous, I'll definitely do that for the next live stream. But for now, I hope this is going to be good enough that you guys aren't all, you know, a little bit upset that I'm not answering right away or not always noticing your comments. My second screen that the live stream is currently broadcasting on and set up so I can view my broadcast to make sure everything is running smoothly. It is kind of like a larger screen and actually like 2 feet to the left of me. It's not something I see out of the corner of my eye when you guys comment or post. But I will eventually get it going to be a different screen and different setup here soon. Got a new job lined up, so hopefully that'll help out. I collect my monthly checks now, but it's not enough to afford new computers and gaming rigs. And it's killing me just living day to day off of this check. But don't worry guys, that won't slow me down or stop the videos. It's an at-home job. Working for a comic book shop, I just make posts and listings online for them. So I'll still be doing the videos in between. Still be getting all the recordings done. So you don't have to really worry about any of that. This isn't going to interfere with my fun time at all. You guys will still get to see plenty of me. Okay, that was weird. I guess I double clicked. Nothing down here. I'll go ahead and finish up some of that smelting off camera though. It's gonna take me a little while to smelt up plenty of that stuff, so I'll just get that going. I'm not going to do any of the quests off camera or any of the further crafting to advance the series, even if it's extracurricular crafting like, you know, item conduits. I'll leave that all for you guys. You guys seem to like my mining and my crafting and my randomness, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave that all for you guys to see. But for now, I guess mining's all I'm really good for. Maybe getting into random trouble with creepers and zombies. Alright, I'm just going to ignore some of that stuff. Let's see, what do I have? Do I have obsidian? If I can mine obsidian, I'm going to do that. No, mining level is 10 and it's boosted. Damn. Oh, look, some more silver. Could use some more of that. More of this shadows metal stuff. Start calling that stuff shadow steel. So I keep thinking of every time I see it. Oh look, 2-minute marker. Here's the 2-hour marker. Well, I'm gonna head back up to the base, guys. I'm gonna call it a video there. If I at least lose the last 5 minutes, it's one thing, but I'm not gonna lose like a good half hour. If my my live recording on my PC worked, then I'll go ahead and just transpose the video with the one that I have after editing. I did talk quite a lot, didn't leave too many blank spaces since I was mainly recording for a live stream purpose. I wasn't planning on doing a cut of me mining a lot of stuff to make a half-hour video. So I don't really have any editing to do other than maybe editing the volume, so that way once I get the video editing software going, I can actually hear what you guys are hearing and determine if I need to turn up the game volume in certain places or turn it down. It might be too loud for you guys. And at that point I can determine how do I need to adjust my mic for next time How do I need to adjust game sounds? I mean, I've got them pretty much turned off, but you know, there are still a few basic things left at 100%. Just that way I can kind of hear the hostiles a little bit. But I don't know what kind of music you guys are getting, or how much of it you're getting. But I do know that it's about time I get off. I know you guys don't want me to. You want me to stay, keep going, do some more. But once I organize all of this, that's where I'm going to be calling it a day. And I will be seeing you guys right here on the next episode. Galactic Discoveries. Like, subscribe, leave your comments. I'm gonna be out. Peace.